Hi and welcome to another episode of Mr. Puzzle. Today with a puzzle, this little thing here inside of this box called the USB puzzle. And it's quite an interesting themed puzzle because this thing is tiny and contains a real flash drive, okay? Maybe in here, I don't know. But makes this one, I think, very interesting. It was made and designed by Luke Weyer, and the materials used are steel, brass, and aluminum, plus in USB sticks somewhere inside. Quite an interesting puzzle. I can already screw it a little bit here, okay? Little spoiler, but need to be opened up. The USB stick need to be released, and then the puzzle can be considered to be solved. But before we start with the puzzle, I would like to demonstrate you this little thing here, which is quite an interesting thing to discuss about. It's a little metal ball. To be precise, it's a tungsten ball. It's very heavy, making it very heavy, one of the densest materials available. Comes with a little stand where you can place it. And how can this be like a conversation starter? What should this be actually represent? This model here is called the black hole model, okay? Comes with a little description of a guy here, probably known by some of you, called Karl Schwarzschild, okay? Who found and defined back in 1916 the Schwarzschild radius that describes the radius where the gravitational pull of an object becomes so big that it turns into a black hole. So means, related to this little ball here, this little tungsten ball, if you compress everything you touched in your life, everything you saw in your life on this planet, everything, the complete planet Earth in a sphere, containing all the mass with this exact size here of this tungsten ball, planet Earth would turn into a black hole, okay? Means it will turn into a singularity, and the event horizon of this black hole would have the size of this little steel ball. I mean, the density of such an object is unimaginably high, yeah, even if you have a reference here. It's unimaginable that something like this really exists and can happen in our universe. However, from my point of view, it's pretty cool to come up with the idea to somehow make it a bit more realizable by providing you with a physical ball in the exact size of how planet Earth would look like if it collapsed into a black hole. Very interesting, very nice conversation starter. Can definitely lead to long conversations about that stuff. So let's see how many conversations I'm gonna have about black holes just because of this little tungsten ball. But today we will not solve the mysteries of our universe today. I think it's enough if we just figure out how to open up the USB puzzle, and in the next step we will see what we will do next. Okay, so after spoiler break, you're gonna see my first attempt trying to solve and open up the USB puzzle by Luke Weyer. So, and here we go. I mean, you can see these little knobs here on the top. All of them can be twisted. I noticed this already in the introduction, so I will screw them out because I think they need to be screwed out. And wow, okay. This is definitely longer than I expected. And it is definitely much longer than I expected. After I noticed it's pretty long. So, let's see. Second one out. Okay, this is not as long as the first one. The middle one seems to be shorter. Well, one could think right now that you could just screw the long one in the center and push this thing out to the bottom. There's now something loose inside also. So let me take the longest one and screw it into the center. There's a little hole here, by the way. I'm not sure if you can see this. Yes, here we go. And if I screw it, let's see if it will pass this hole. No, nothing will happen. And can it reach this hole? Should reach it actually. But it did not for some reason. But there's also something else moving inside, as I mentioned. Let's see what's going on here. This is a bigger thread. Does not fit in there. Can I maybe screw these apart? I think this works faster. Let's see. Maybe you feel this? There's something moving inside. So if I turn it like so and like so, something is moving inside, and it's definitely passing here this area. So what if I clamp it by screwing in something from the side? This cannot reach it. Then let's try. Oh no, past the center. Let me try to screw it in now. Now the object, whatever it is in the center. Feel no resistance, nothing. Hear this? It's now hitting the screw, it seems. It's like there is something falling around in there, okay? And what I think is that I somehow need to put it below the hole, then screw it maybe in with this one, like so. Now, right now it's covering the hole, so I screw it in with that one all the way in, so that it is in the center. The other way from the other one from the top. Here we go. It's still loose, and then I would have guessed put this one here in. Oh no, now it's hitting the screw here, because this one cannot be twisted anymore. I'm pretty sure this one is somehow to position something inside, yeah, because it goes exactly until the center, or nearly until the center. Plus an additional object here, it would be exactly in the center. Oh, I think I clamped it. You hear? Nothing can be heard anymore. Now let's see what happens. And yeah, here we go. Exactly the right idea. And here is the USB stick. No, that's a tiny USB stick. 64 gigabyte. Oh, it exactly worked as I imagined. Okay, this thing is just a little grub screw with a spring-loaded ball. You can see the ball in here. You see here? And this is just to provide some spring force to hold this one here in place. There is the pin in here. You see the pin in there? And this pin, when I release this screw here, no, when I release this screw here back here, it will drop back into the puzzle. I don't know exactly how the inside looks like to have the pin always located. I think what you need to just do is, it falls probably around in there. And what you need to do to solve it, you need to position it down here in the center, and then lift it up with the screw and screw it from the top. Hold it in the center. Locationing will be done by this pin going until the center here, and then you screw it out with this pin and press this out. Difficulty point of view, I think rather a 2 actually, out of a maximum of 5 on personal difficulty rating scale, because it was quite clear after I got these screws out, seeing these two holes. It was quite clear for me, had the right idea right from the beginning. Quality wise, really top notch. Pretty cool and well manufactured. Also the theme is pretty cool with this USB device here. Gives you some extra security, hardware security to your data. So the thief has to prove certain cleverness to be able to achieve or to access your data. Yeah, that's it for today. Let me know what you think about this puzzle, about this review. And until next time, keep on puzzling.